You didn't even tell me.
Yeah, it's time to go because I was too busy. I had the music in the background.
You didn't even tell
I
me.
got the music.
I'm glad I got my notifications on. I'd be sitting here scrolling Quora. Wow, bro.
I got the music off. What's up? What's up? What's up, Trev?
Oh, not much,
Talk
bud.
good to me. Let me get my share game on. Good afternoon, family. Thanks for tapping in again with Trevor and Trevor's Rant.
We've got a whole week lineup going on now.
Oh, for sure. You know how we rolling right now. I'm in my zone.
Like, bruh, I've got to actually start waking up for work now.
Hey.
I don't want to leave you and Wintus hanging out waiting for me to come on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's like, oh, work. Let's go to work.
For sure. Hey,
there's the phone every time.
Hey, no, I was making sure we was good. What's on the agenda for the day, Trev?
Well, hopefully we get more done than council did last night.
Take a shot at council, huh?
Always take a shot at council. Always take a shot at Bees, Churger, and the Giant.
Okay.
No,
what you didn't like about council then, Trev?
I didn't watch too much of it.
What's up, Kevin Berryhill? Look at Kevin in the chat. What's good with you on the YouTube side of the game?
I went to his favorite Berryhill.
So yeah, no doubt. You just popped on and had 15 already. You ain't been on for a minute and they on here.
All right. So what I really want to talk about is the overall plan for Genesee County and Flint. Because as more things are coming out, as I'm conversing with more people, shout out to Don and Dennis, shout out to Arthur Woodson, President Clack, yourself, Wintus, the whole shebang,
the whole crew,
everyone. Things become more and more apparent, right?
Talk to me.
Because I've seen what this all leads to.
What did it lead to, Trevor?
It leads to an industrial park.
Can you explain what an industrial park is?
Right. So an industrial park is manufacturing, warehouses, things of that sort, shipping and distribution. That is all they want Flint to be. So they're going to take the outlying areas, and like we've discussed before, using the quote master plan and denying services to certain areas of town, such as trash collection, which I'm pretty sure is a big part of this contract, right? How they're going to reduce where they're servicing, such as police protection, such as road, maintenance and upkeep, force people to leave. That land becomes cheap and free. Land bank comes in, picks it up, and sells it. And I've listened to the conversation between Mr. Don and Michael Freeman. Michael Freeman did say the land here is absolutely worthless. The property here is worthless.
Do you think he really meant that?
Yes.
Okay. How you doing, Christine? Thanks for tapping in, family. Christine Brown checking on you.
Oh, I love Christine. She's amazing. So
always.
What they want to do is reduce Flint itself to just downtown. A few apartments, but mainly downtown. Take that outlying area, call it Genesee County, as that is now county area, and turn that into an industrial park. They're not trying to move rich people in here because everyone across the country knows Flint for a few reasons. Bad water, our city council, and of course, crime. Rich people don't want to move into that. You show me one rich person, a person with 6 or 7 digits in their bank account that wants to live into a place that's known for being polluted, having poor governance, and having high crime. Hell, Michael Moore's happy fat ass moved the hell out.
Oh, shit, man.
You know I don't like him.
Go ahead, Trevor. We ain't gonna have no friends when it's said and done.
And how does it all lead to this? And how does everything tie in? The city got $94 million in Arpa funds. Part of this huge plan of theirs is to make sure those funds never reach you. Ever. That's why all these nonprofits popped up all of a sudden. And all of them somehow in some way have a tie to a government official. Sarvis Park, for instance. They all tie in. And that is so they can say, yes, we're doing something with the money, but it's really, they don't care how these nonprofits actually use the money as long as it doesn't get to you. So you can't repair your home. So it becomes untenable for you to stay here. Do you know how much a new roof cost?
How much?
For my house, and this is me doing it myself, so no labor cost, about $7,000. If I were to hire a company, probably upwards of 15 to 16.
1,000?
Yeah. That's going through replacing the top boards, replacing my rafters in case there's any rot. Then, all right, so I got the top boards. Then we put down the tar paper, we put down the shingles, all of that. It'd take me about 3 weeks, a couple grand. Yeah, Stephanie Rogers, 11K last year. How many people in Flint do you know?
Good afternoon, Steph. Thanks for tapping in. You say what again?
How many people in Flint do you know can just afford to throw 11K at something?
I mean, well, the way the media reported, you think is all good. I just like the 50,000 he said he was giving to the residents for the lawyers' fees. Was he really giving 50,000, or did he mess up so bad that he trying to say, well, we all can have, I'll pay for y'all lawyer fees, but the city of Flint gonna pay for your lawyer fees? You know,
that's how it is. Just like the water money, they couldn't have that actually coming to the citizens of Flint.
Yeah, because it would have fixed the city up, and
it would have fixed the city, and it would have given people a chance to stay, fix up your homes, fix up your life.
Right.
It all goes into shrinking Flint down to downtown, getting rid of all of our houses and all the wards that are not in downtown,
right,
and building up these industrial complexes. You can see it with Ashley Capital right now. They're the first step.
Right.
So now we've got a new Amazon. I'm telling you guys, that building is an Amazon. I've worked at one before. It looks just identical to DET one in Livonia. That looks like let's say it's not distribution.
Warehouse.
No. Amazon has different types of warehouses. Yeah, it's a distribution center.
Okay, that's where people be able to drop off and pick up, right?
No.
Oh,
it's just a warehouse, and they the right side of the building is receiving, the left side is outgoing. The people in receiving go ahead and organize everything into the outgoing. Then they take forklifts and little scooter cars that go up and down. They pick the things out of the shelves that you order, throw it in the box, and send it off.
Gotcha.
Then the next step is they want to incorporate all of Genesee County. So Burton,
Flushing,
Grand
Swartz Creek, Davidson,
all that.
Grand Blanc.
I'm sorry, I don't have no fancy bones in my body.
Me neither, but every time I say it, they'd be like, no, it's called Grand Blanc.
It's Grand Blanc. They want to incorporate that
right
as one county government.
Oh, wow.
And there's already precedent for this. Here in Michigan, you go down to Oakland.
Yeah.
But nationwide, if I tell you I was born in Whittier, you don't know where the hell that is.
Right.
If I tell you I was born in LA,
then I know what you're talking.
Because LA doesn't really have city governments, doesn't have any city services. It is all Los Angeles County.
LA County.
And that's where it all comes from. Now, why would certain rich folks want to do this?
Explain.
Well, one, there is a lot less paperwork to go through. A city government is there to protect you. It is there to protect you from the county, the state, the Fed. Just like the county is there to protect you from the city, the state, the Fed. Each one is there to protect you from the others. You remove a link from that chain, you've now lost a net of protection. Two, and this is the shadier side, that's a lot less people to pay off. A lot less. I mean, take a look at city council. You've got 9 people right there you have to pay off.
Right.
Then you've got a mayor. Right. Then you've got the CFO. Then you've got the whatever Clive does.
Clive running all the jobs you about to name.
Yeah, like all of those.
Blight department.
I mean, blight department, not so much. It's the city manager.
I'm just saying that's what Clive. We didn't lost so many people. He was the CFO for a second.
And then you have to pay off the ombudsman.
Oh, you see, they just opened that back up.
Yep. See? So that's the deal. You get rid of the cities, you have a lot less of those protections.
Right.
Because if I wanted to do something in Genesee County that would encompass multiple cities, now I've got multiple council members from multiple cities, multiple ombudsmen, multiple mayors that I have to pay off. I have to sell this idea to. Whereas if they have no power, I just have to go to the board of commissioners.
Like they got already the board of commissioners. So basically they were setting it up to.
They've been setting this up. This has been kicking in since Kildee was down there.
So ain't nobody been. So the Democrats were just going to sleep at the table, huh? Or was they part of it?
I think they're part of it, man. I think if you have any sort of power in the county of Genesee,
right,
you're part of it.
Right.
Now, we can see last night that for damn sure 3 people didn't want no part of it.
Right.
Eric Mays had a damn sit-down protest.
Right.
Which I'm surprised no one from the audience got up and sat down with him.
You know what?
Because they only have so many cops there.
Yeah.
And there's only so many cops in the city.
I'm going to say this now. Metcalf, I ain't had no bad end with him running.
Metcalf's a decent dude.
Now that other guy that they got up there, the little short young guy, he ready to do something.
Oh, I've run into him.
He is with the beard.
He puts on a front. He's actually kind of a sweetheart.
Nah, well, shit, not the way he was ready to lock Eric up. You can just tell when they bring certain police officers on, like some be ready. So some be ready to go. Like he just ready to lock up. I was saying how Metcalf was dealing with him, trying to. But I'm like Metcalf, he look. I'm just gonna be. He looked like he one that'll shoot somebody and be saying I was feared. Quit bringing these people.
When that young lady was killed on my block,
yeah.
He was there. He was in tack gear.
Like he was there in tack gear.
Yep. But he was actually comforting young women who were having breakdowns.
Well, he showed something different yesterday.
Men. Yeah. Yesterday he might have been on a tiff, or he might just be on Liddell's side. However, when there's no politics involved, I think he's a decent dude.
I can't play like that. I need you to be decent all the time. I don't need you to be
I can agree with that.
When it's just politics, then you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That goes back to the nonsense.
Like Metcalf knows the deal.
Yeah.
Metcalf knows everyone in that chamber just about.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows he's on a first name basis with Art.
Yeah.
He's escorted him out a few times.
But I mean, Metcalf knows. See, my thing is, I get it. That's just like with Clyde.
Mm-hmm.
Clyde loyal to that paycheck, that $150 that he get.
God, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Clyde get. They come up there, they don't know nothing. Every time when they ask for something, I don't know.
Oh, Wintus, I got something about Auntie Judy.
Just Auntie Judy get kudos. Oh yeah, they've been going back and forth, but I'll let Trevor explain that to you on Facebook.
All right, guys. So I like going through the face space after meetings and reading the salt and tears that come from a certain bee's trigger. She goes on at, oh God.
And who is this we're talking about?
Bee's trigger? That's Eva.
Okay, this is Eva Worthy made a post last night.
No, this is at 8:30 this morning.
Oh, she watched.
Oh wait, no, you're right. Give me a second. 7:30 last night.
Oh, 7:30 last night.
She goes,
fumbled the ball, but go ahead.
Dennis knew that we had 5 votes for the garbage contract, so he broke quorum while Liddell went to the bathroom. We only got 1 resolution tonight. We take time out of our personal lives to hold these meetings, and it's a shame that he did not allow the rest of us to vote. Also, the 8th Ward absolutely does not want their rates to go up and love priority. So she must be on her phone because that sentence doesn't make sense. So he is choosing his own personal agenda over his residents. Please let your neighbors know that our rates will absolutely go up if this resolution does not pass. Number 1, if she doesn't talk to her own goddamn ward, because we all know she doesn't go into the Regencies without police escort. Just saying. How is she talking to the residents of the 8th Ward? What, 1 or 2 messages? That doesn't show a constituency at all. Why is she talking to another council person's ward at all? Yeah, right, versus wrong. This is what I'm reading. So Auntie Judy goes up. The rates will go up regardless. Just straight up, no filler, just fact. The rates are going up anyway. And then Eva decides to argue. Judy Priestley, the rates are not going up for 2 more years. What are you referring to? So right there, she said 2 years. Judy responds with 2 years because they're using ARPA to cover the shortfall. All bets are off in year 3. Then Eva comes back. Judy Priestley, actually, it's 5 years, no tax rate hike. But she just said 2 years. In less than 10 minutes. ARPA covers for 5 years, which is a huge win for the residents. Now we've got Linda Poley. I've had my differences with this woman, but periodically, a wrong clock strikes true twice a day, right?
Possibility.
Are you really planning to take $5 million of ARPA funds to do this deal? Earlier, the CFO said that they would cover 2 years. No one has yet said what category the funds would come from. Hope that the mayor intends to take that out of revenue replacement if it passes. Eva Worthing, she's so confused. Where do you get 5 million? Multiple question marks. She is so confused and flustered right now. And then comes Dennis Pfeiffer. This man is a savage. Linda Poley. It is incompetence that she doesn't know that it's 1 million per year deficit and 2 million will only cover 2 years. Basic math of a 5-year deal. Or is she pushing political lies to further her own political agenda? And then Eva, like a fucking 5-year-old. Dennis Pfeiffer, no, that's you, sir. You are telling lies and voting against this despite your residents wanting this contract. And it's going to be a $1 million deficit when you try to get green for life, Rizzo, once you kill this deal. How much has Mays promised you? All right, there's several things wrong here. Number one, they've been told by the CFO, by the trash company contract or trash company, they are going to hit a deficit on this. ARPA funds is $1 million a year to cover for 2 years. Year 3 rates are going up. She doesn't quite understand that. She's pretty simple. Then she goes on and tries to argue with not just Judy, not just Linda Poley, but also Dennis Pfeiffer. These are 3 rather intelligent people. Yes, someone clip this, send it to Linda Poley. It's fine. I'll give her kudo here. Right? While these 3 are telling her, no, prices will go up after year 3. We can't afford that here. But that's part of the plan. That's what Mr. Maurice Davis has been telling us about. If first time they bought you out, now they're going to tax you out. How do they afford the deficit on a trash contract, Mick? They raise your taxes to cover it.
I mean, what Dennis told, he said it. She, but this what I see. But this goes back to the citizens and the people of Flint. Y'all allow people to come in and tell you anything, like when Eva Worthing said, "Oh, the whole Ninth Ward is with it." You ain't talked to the whole Ninth Ward.
She's talking about Dennis's ward.
But you know what that is. She thinking, well, I'll go in his ward and his people, I'm going to say this, sell this out. But see, when you seen the people that was coming down there speaking for, that was trying to get money, them people was coming down there just want to get money. That you didn't see none of them talk about the houses. When Liddell Lewis, I'm a man from the 6th Ward, a park. She
jumped right the hell up.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they like they don't see it, and to me, it's like the people. See, basically, when you getting a handful of people who got some money that they know they'll be able to handle if the prices go up. And that's what you're getting to now. You're getting to the have and have nots.
Right now, they're trying to get rid of you.
Yes.
Me.
Yes.
The poor folk. I may not dress or present myself as such, but I don't have several digits in my bank account. Let's be honest.
Mine is weak.
They want to get rid of us.
Yes.
Because we are the easiest ones to get rid of.
Right.
Once they've gotten rid of us and they've started making money off of selling that land for this industrial park, then they can just go ahead and buy out the rich folks.
Right.
And the rich folks are going to pay or are going to take a lot less than they would today once all of us are gone and our houses are replaced.
Right.
Because rich folk don't like living next to industrial parks. They want trees and grass and lakes and all that.
Right.
That's why they're preventing us from building new homes. There's several lots that were good enough for our grandparents, our great grandparents to build
Right.
on. These little 2-bedroom homes like the type I own. But that's not allowed anymore. Why? Because if you build homes and they look new and they look good, people come in. That's why they shot Don Pfeiffer down when he was coming up with that plan to goddamn reinvigorate and rejuvenate many of these houses. Take good parts from old bad houses and fix up other old bad houses with them rather cheap. But that means people move in. They don't want that. That is the last thing they want. Revitalize. Thank you. My brain work well not.
Right.
So once they get all this done, the rich people will then go, well, I'm moving anyway. I might as well get some money for my house
Right.
instead of just abandoning it. Because let's face it, rich people are all about that credit score.
Well,
All about that credit score.
that should tell you everything you need to know.
That is the grand master plan. That is how they're getting rid of us. That is why they're getting rid of us. Because then you can filter so much money through so much faster, so much easier. And here's the really fucked up part.
Mm.
The folks that are running along with this know that their positions will not exist here in a decade. That they're just coming up with the money now. They're just getting theirs and saying screw it to everyone else. We actually have a name for folks like that in the gun community. They're called FUDs. Typically, a FUD refers to folks that think of Elmer Fudd, I'm hunting wabbits. Anyway, the other part of that is I got mine, fuck y'all. And that's what Neely's doing. That's what Liddell's doing. That's what Eva's doing. I'm getting mine. I don't care about the next person that comes into my seat. I don't care if my seat exists here after me.
And I agree.
So they're making sure ARPA funds don't come to you. They're making sure the wind funds didn't get used properly. They're making sure the opiate settlement funds aren't being used properly to actually help with the problem that they're meant to help with. And then they made sure that you all settled, we all settled on a really shitty lawsuit that did two things. One, you're not seeing a dime from it. Remember, guys, this is the floor, not the ceiling. No, we're in the basement because money got taken away after that.
Right.
Then they decided to put a cap on each household, $1,000. That's all you get, $1,000, no matter the damage done to your life. Well, that's not enough to change a life. That's not enough to repair a life. That's not enough to repair a house to start to repair your life. All of it was to make sure that the people of Flint are in such a bad position that we can't get out. And then on the backside of that lawsuit, what they're going to do is they have to make up the funds somewhere. They're not going to take out of other programs, so they're going to raise your taxes at the state level. So now you basically took out a high interest long-term loan from the state on that lawsuit, and you will be paying that for the rest of your life as long as you live in Michigan. That is the deal.
Here's my thing with it. If I could chap in for a second.
Yeah.
It's like, do the citizens seeing what's going on? That's like when you hear Eva Worthing say, oh, my whole ward. Like, and you only what? She how many people elected her? She got by 100 and something.
180 something votes.
So she
total.
No, how many? That was actually how many people voted for Eva Worthing.
No, that's how many people voted.
So how many
in her
voted
ward for her? I think it was like a 60 vote.
So she's basically, hey, hi everybody doing? I seen Joanne Rowley. Thanks for tapping in, Ralph Cooper. This is my thing. Thanks for everybody in the chat. We appreciate you all for tapping in. Like, share, subscribe to that YouTube channel for we can do now. Mm-hmm. This is my thing with it. She's only gravitating to only 60 people. That's really who Eva Worthing is saying when she talking about her ward, the 60 that voted for her.
Yep.
That's all she gravitating because she know that's what she got.
Because not one of the things that she has done, not one of the things that she has proposed, voted on, or even spoke about.
Right.
The regencies are in her ward. I have not seen a cent go there. I've not seen her even cast a glance over there.
Oh, she'll go there when
there's police there.
Yeah, certain activists that's out there. That's when she'll go to people that she
But
cool with.
I'm talking governance wise.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say. She only go with the certain, she go out there with the certain blacks
The
that
money
go out there with her.
money don't go there. We don't see anything crime reduction going there. We don't see anything to improve their lives there. Why should she?
Yeah, but why should it matter to her?
Oh, it doesn't, because she only cares about the 60 people that voted for her.
That's
exactly. I was tacking on your point.
And that's what everybody, even Liddell, that's what she doing. Liddell, she going for that Cyrus Park. Why you think she got that Cyrus Park? Just, she catering to where you see other council people. You see Tanya take calls from other people.
Yeah.
You see Eric take calls from other people wards. I'd have sent people to the Councilwoman Tanya Burns, to be honest. That was a Quincy ward that got help from her.
Eric, my father-in-law's friend, Leonard, he lives in the 3rd ward. I honestly think Quincy would care, but I didn't have Quincy's number. So what I do, I gave him Eric May's phone number, I gave him Jerry Winfrey Carter's phone number, and I gave him Tanya Burns' phone number.
See what I'm saying?
And I said, you can reach out to these people. They will help you with your problem.
See what I'm saying? But you don't hear that from Liddell.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it. I just got to be true. It's probably people Quincy didn't help, like far as, he cutting the grass. But
like I said, I think Quincy would care. He isn't some sort of evil mastermind. He's scared of the giant sitting next to him crushing his skull in.
No, I ain't gonna say
I'd
that.
say that. She's a scary woman.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. Quincy not scared, but you know how sometimes you can get in too deep.
Yeah.
I think that's what is more of it is with Quincy. He done got in too deep. Because Quincy
kind of got himself into that rut, and it's hard to get out.
Yeah, it's like from the Ashley Capital thing.
Just we see him try to get out periodically.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but it's still, he talk Quincy will talk good, but he end up wrong. But he do point things out. I'm gonna give him credit on that. Quincy always pointed out, but it just like after Quincy pointed out, I don't know if he get a call.
Remember the vehicle bid rigging that we talked about a year ago. Quincy's the one that pointed that out.
Yes, sir.
Remember I think it's about a month ago.
Kevin Earl watching in from Texas.
Yeah. Anyway, no, remember, I think it was about a month ago, they came to the end of the meeting, and Quincy comes up and says, yeah, there were a few things that you did wrong as chair. Right. Liddell goes, point of information. What I do wrong? He quit. Like, he does try to get out of that rut, but he gets knocked back into it.
Yeah, because it's like he don't be wanna. You know how you get to, you'll call a friend and he'd be like, damn, I shouldn't have did that.
Yep.
But like last night, he left when she was trying to call him to come back. Because true enough, but Judy also told too, Liddell called her. So it's on when she was talking to Winter, said Liddell knew she was gonna be late, allegedly. But
I was
how you doing, Ty Austin? Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for everybody.
I was on the phone with Judy, boss. I called her last night. Actually, she called me. I was in the middle of a 40K match with my Israeli friend.
But I think she was talking to Winters though when they were there. She said it's on the live.
Yeah.
When she said they knew she wasn't gonna be there on time. So Liddell basically called. Oh, how you doing, Lumi Herbert Jr. showing love for Pompano Beach, Florida. Thanks for tapping in.
Thanks for attending the 9/25/23 meeting.
Yeah, thank you.
So Judy had called me. She's like, hey, did you go to city council?
Right.
I'm like, nah, Judy. I'm hurting. I'm staying at home tonight. Right. I'm run down. Ran myself ragged.
Right.
She goes, okay, I'm on my way. I'm like, cool. You're really late. She goes, oh, I know. I told them I don't have time outside of regularly scheduled meetings for a month. Eric called that out. He goes, you're saying you don't have extra time. Damn right she doesn't. I know exactly where she's at, where she was doing. She has a few things she needs to do. Apparently, when she finished up with what she was doing, Liddell gave her a call, and that's when she broke the rules the first time last night.
Right.
That was calling a recess, so she didn't have to call into order because she couldn't call into order. They didn't have enough people there.
Right.
And you can't call recess without objection unless it is an emergency that threatens people's lives, such as fire, riot, XYZ.
There wasn't none of that.
Nope. If there is an agreed upon time to call one, there wasn't none of that. because that'll say in the agenda recess. It's actually in the agenda that recess is here. Those are really the only times that you can call recess without objection. But she called it without objection anyway. So that was broken. They were late on the meeting. They didn't have quorum. Should have broken up right there. Should have.
That's when, and it was an illegal meeting. Even when Liddell tried to refer to, well, I tell you, I hate to bring it up, the most unillegal opinion, Attorney Kim.
I saw a picture of him, and someone said he is holding the Robert's rules upside down.
Right, that was Dr. Padroni.
I mean, I couldn't tell anything from the picture, but I trust several people when they say that shit's upside down.
But that show you the game that they playing. See, this is a game, and that's the point that.
Yeah, their win objective here is to get us out, to make sure that we don't get money.
And did you hear what Eva Worthing said? We had the 5 votes.
We had.
Yep. So that meant Candace was finna vote on that garbage contract. And her meeting, I'll be there today too, Candace. Wink, wink. I'm just saying I'll be there at the 7th Ward. Candace was basically finna vote on something that she didn't even talk to her ward about.
No.
But why would
remember, she's a political appointee. She doesn't have to worry about those votes. She's got. I'm willing to bet something was given to her on the back end. Probably the promise of all those ARPA funds. Remember, she's part of a nonprofit that's getting. I believe it's in for $500,000.
Yeah,
that's her payout.
That's what.
So she's getting $500,000 to sit up there as a bot vote without being elected.
But this the thing where I do not agree with. This is why I jump off. I get out the car. Well, I didn't even get on the boat with them. Y'all let this mayor blow this Arpa money the way he wanted to blow it without helping the resident. That's my thing.
That is the entire goal.
Right.
No, it's not to help the residents. It is to make sure none of that money comes to us. Make sure that we don't get things repaired. Make sure that we don't get a better quality of life. That is why he's doing this. He needs to make sure that happens.
Yes. And that's the point that I'm making. That they played this game. They played the game. Played it. And you mean, that's why when I was hearing the recalls, it should have been more chances on recalls. But I'm going to tell you this too, when they say why certain people, because Eric took a lot of a decent crowd with him when he left. You know, he took about 12, maybe 15 people when he left. When he went ahead and left. I think what the problem is, I don't know what more you got to tell the Flint people, the citizens. You would think with us going down there, giving the live, because I don't be down there, giving the whole live. But yesterday, because it was such a short meeting, they got to get it all.
Yep.
With the citizens not coming down there, unless you put pressure on them, because you have to play by their rules. Their rules is, and it's just it, you have to show up to council meeting. You have to put the recalls in. But when they start seeing people show up to their meeting and they start getting pushed back, like Candace might don't want to be that councilwoman. Like you said, she just got selected in that seat. She there to do what she gonna do. She probably don't even run.
She doesn't want it.
Yeah.
But she wanted that money.
Right.
Here's the fun thing though, right?
This is how
you're saying, how are they getting along with it? I told you, they're those that say, I got mine, fuck you. So I got my payout. I'm going to follow along with this, make sure the ARPA funds get squandered, make sure that because fuck you, that's why. I got my shit. And if for me to get my shit, you don't get yours, that's what she's going to do.
Most definitely. That's how it's like Candace got put there and that's why I think.
I mean, it's the same with Liddell.
Yeah, Liddell.
Same with Beachtrigger.
Yeah, but see, what I didn't know is that it was black pastors who got behind Eva Worthing. They helped her get there.
Yeah.
Now that there, and they wondering why I'm looking at the church sideways.
Man, you and I are the same there, right?
Yeah.
Because they're going to preach one thing, but they're on the same step. They're on the same page because they know once a certain amount of houses are gone, once a certain amount of their congregation, their flock is gone, their property rates or their property price will go up, and they're going to try to sell at that high point right before everything caters.
Well, why do you think the people, the state of the church is in where it's at? Because the crooks done got in.
Yeah.
It's the crooks. I like this what I'm be saying when I be saying the church, you cannot say the
Them
churches
fucking
that
penny preachers.
you can't say the churches in Flint. How do Flint look?
Yeah.
You
Flint
talking
looks
about
like
you had the concerned patch. Like I say once again, it's no shot to Melissa Mays. I'm just gonna be honest. It's no shot to the Weaver administration when they was in. But all the money that came in, where's that?
that's someone else's pockets.
That's what I'm saying. All the deal that Melissa May, she going down there to the court, she doing this to get the pipes fixed, but the pipes still ain't fixed.
Still aren't
Like
fixed.
you can keep going down there, and if the mayor keep missing these deadlines, when do you realize that
it's never getting done?
Why the people are here?
Yeah. As soon as the people are gone, those pipes get fixed because the industrial park needs clean water.
And this should show you, you know what happened with me and you. If we don't do something with a judge, they gave deadlines, they locking your ass up.
Mm-hmm.
But see, neither know nothing gonna happen to them. No. So you can't force me. And that's why I feel like with the people, why you see they ain't running to when it come out to do this, like you celebrating for being poisoned for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, you study having an anniversary.
We've got such a fucked up mentality here. Like when something goes wrong, we celebrate it here. We do. Being poisoned for X amount of years.
Party.
All the small fucking hiccups and problems.
Party.
Exactly. Because I don't know why. I guess people in Flint are so beat down that up is down and down is up now.
But wouldn't you be?
And it happens, right?
But wouldn't you be like that?
I don't know.
If you, I'm just saying, the person keep you saying this. Okay, we got rid of this administration. We got this one in. Now this one come in.
That reminds me of a fun saying. This is the new boss, same as the old boss. It's the exact same thing, just worse. A different face.
No, sometimes it can be worse. You can get somebody worse.
Mm-hmm.
At least the last administration, they left you with 90% of the pipes done.
That's the benchmark.
Right. So
because then they can say, yes, we are working on it without completing it.
No, I think I'm looking at Tanya Arpa. She said you guys are traumatized.
We are.
No, we are, because the division. But Flint been so divided. When you got the youth versus the elders, you got the elders. They set in their ways. You got the youth looking at it a different way. You steady preaching Jesus, and if you really looked at Jesus, he was
Jesus would be flipping tables right now and beating people with chairs.
He wouldn't even be claiming some of these 90% of these pastors, and I'm gonna go with say 99. You probably got 1% that is good.
Same way he did with the synagogues and temples,
right? And they study and look at the
you disown them, disavow them,
and then look at the look at the disciples. They act like I want to be like Peter, man. When Jesus came time, he asked one, "Don't go to sleep, stay up with me."
Yeah,
man, them the type of soldiers you want with you.
What, then passing out on shift? Hell no. Get the hell out my foxhole. Go find somewhere else.
But we get told, the disciples, they was with Jesus.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, but this is the preaching that we get. Like, the Peter, this one, they was this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, man.
Many of these penny preachers, you go to their sermons, right?
Right.
It is the same biblical verse,
right,
or the same verses. I think they only know 5 or 6, and they just recycle them and try to put them into different views of,
right.
This is how we're going to look at it today to make this make sense because I've got my agenda here.
Listen, they didn't mess it up.
They haven't read the Old Testament nor the New,
or even studied it.
No,
but they're quick on. You don't know what you know. I don't know that foolishness y'all reading.
Yeah.
That's the question. I don't subscribe to that foolishness that y'all reading, because it's still man, listen, you can read things in the Bible, man, that today they letting it go. Just look at, we having a problem. I'll give you an example. A traditional family to a non-traditional family. Why is we even having a debate with that?
Don't know, man.
Like, why is it the debate with that? What we done had our freaky desires then came out that we want to start promoting that?
I mean, I was always taught, keep bedroom activities to the bedroom. Don't talk about it. Don't.
Right.
So,
So.
I mean, who you sleep with, who you love, that's your business. I don't care. Who you are, I don't care. But you got to make sure when you're trying to bring up children, the first and foremost thing that you have to do is have stability.
Right.
Swapping around partners 30 to 40 times throughout that child's life is going to fuck them up sideways. Have
Right.
stability. If
Right.
you're a straight couple, stay with your wife, stay faithful to your wife, stay faithful to your husband. If
Right.
you're a gay couple, stay faithful to your partner. Don't cheat on your partner. Have your partner be faithful to you. And don't bring in any more drama into that kid's life than they're already going to have, because school is bullshit anyway.
Right. And then you can't, and then I'm gonna say this. A lot of kids are not ready for what adults are ready for, mind-wise. Quit trying to put our agendas on the kids, on the younger generation. Quit putting your agenda. Quit doing that. Quit trying to, but you know that's the easiest age to get them in.
Yeah,
when they
because
elementary.
they're like little sponges.
Yeah, and they just soaking up everything.
Everything. So I've seen videos of this one really fucking radical extremist, and he was a kindergarten, not a kindergarten. I think he was like a 4th grade teacher, and he was sitting there on camera, being recorded without his knowledge, saying, "I've got a year to turn these kids into revolutionaries." His entire classroom was filled with propaganda, with this, that, the third. And sure enough, most of those kids came out holding his viewpoints and cursing their parents.
I mean, yeah,
It's easy to get kids to believe what you want them to believe. And you see it in our schools here, right? Like, oh, the water's fine. Kid comes home, opens up that tap. Mom and dad are sitting there going, hell no, put that back down. Go get yourself a bottle of water. No. My teacher said it's fine. You're just stupid, Mom.
But
that's what they do.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, because really you have to deprogram your child when they come home.
Yeah.
You really have to do some deprogramming and let them know. You have to give them, because really the parent is the first teacher.
Yeah, it has to be. Parent is the first teacher. Behind that is uncles and aunties and grandma. Yeah, grandma's like, grandpa,
because they didn't seen it.
Yeah,
when they didn't have 50 years of seeing how this game goes,
everything goes in a cycle. Grandma and grandpa have seen this cycle 2 or 3 times.
It says ain't nothing new under the sun. Only we try to make it like it's something new.
Yeah, and then you send them to school. School should only be teaching them finer points of math, language arts, science, history.
Right.
Things of that sort. Right. Civics. Make sure they know their rights in their government. For the love of God.
But why would I show you rights in government when I'm trying to overthrow your government?
When I'm trying to enslave you, basically. Right. If you know your rights, it's hard to stop you. Right. Just like if a cop were to walk up to me right now and ask me to search my pockets.
Right.
Not without probable cause or a warrant officer, be on your way.
Wow.
But if you don't know those rules, those laws, those rights, you get people empty out their shit all the time.
Yeah. Let you in the house when you ain't got to let them in the house.
Oh, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? But see, that's the game.
Like when you get pulled over, you don't have to roll your window all the way down, just enough to facilitate communication.
All you got to do is look how they police the poor compared to
the rich.
The rich.
Those that don't versus those that do. Those that have been educated in this versus those that have not.
Look at the law. Neely missing all type of deadlines.
Deadlines. I mean, he's playing with laws and trying to implement rules he has no rights to implement or play with.
Look at Snyder. All of them got off without a charge. The attorney general just, I dropped the ball.
Yeah, no. The attorney general, Nessel, took Rico out back in Old Yellerdom. She killed that on purpose, fired all the special prosecuting attorneys, and never put anyone to replace them. That was not an accident. That was on purpose. And you cannot convince me otherwise.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So how can you expect, but let me go commit a crime? Oh, they're going to throw the book. We ain't going to keep playing.
You and I go over the speed limit. We're getting probably, or most definitely, we are getting a speeding ticket. If you're going 15 miles over, you're getting a felony.
Yeah. Ain't no plan.
None.
There's not no plan. And it's like, do y'all really see what's going on?
I mean, I do. I see a lot of people in our chat do. But does most of Flint is the question. Yeah. Because we keep seeing the same recycled faces over and over again.
Right.
When a new person comes to play, someone that we've never heard of before, our first instinct is to be weary of them. Like, who is this person trying to come into Flint? Who is this person saying that they're going to help? I don't know them. No one vouches for them. Now, the more I've been in this game, the more I've been watching and talking with people, the Pfeiffers, Mr. Mays, Tanya, Jerry Winfrey Carter, you and Winters, Art. Now that I've actually hung out and started to learn, when I hear someone has been working with Mott Foundation, someone's been working with this X, Y, and Z 501c3, that's when I start going, no, I want the guy that doesn't have any endorsements. He doesn't have no ties. I don't think his bank account is linked to some of these folks. That's the person I'm looking at and going, all right, I'm going to give you a chance. Because as you say, don't listen to what they say, watch how they vote. I have to get them into that seat first to see how they vote. But while you can't do guilt by association, you can have suspicion by association. If I see someone running around with Neely constantly, time in, time out, every public appearance, that person's there with them, I'm going to think they're a little crooked too. There's that it's not guilt by association, but a suspicion by association. I suspect that you're a little bit crooked.
Yeah, man, anytime I see somebody, they act like they with the, we with this person. We with this. All you gotta do is election season coming.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see all these people come marching right back into
to
your churches, in your neighborhood. You might see us interviewing a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, let's be honest about what we are here, Mick.
Right.
We are a entertainment and informative company. This is LLC. You are incorporated. While we want what's best for Flint, and while we want to make Flint prosper again and to get proper governance again, to one, expose who's fake, to two, show who's real, we have to interview everyone. And then for three, it brings likes and views. Likes and views help us get out further to inform more people further.
No, you see, we here to put it out. I mean, listen, one thing, I created this for people can get a chance to get point of views. Like, that's why I brought you over, because you can get Republicans for it. I brought Winters over because I knew she can get the church people. It's like everybody that I went and grabbed, it was for reasons.
Some different point of view.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I didn't just I wanted both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to give a place where people can sit down and
we get more likes and views. It goes out further because how algorithms work. Right. So many people tune in, it pushes it to the next group of people.
Right.
More of them tune in. So then we can inform more people.
Yeah.
And having different views instead of an echo chamber or one person over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
That's what draws more people in, so we can inform even more people.
Right.
So we can try to fix Flint with just our voice.
Yes, sir.
And I get it. You know, Liddell has yelled at me once, why don't you stop ranting and try to actually help Flint? I am helping Flint.
Right.
Take a look at how many people since Mickey and 810 came around have actually started to stand up for their rights and what is right and what is wrong and what is best for themselves.
Right.
Instead of what is best for someone that they don't know, that's not going to benefit themselves in any damn way. But you saw a lot of people acting like sheep.
No, it was. I mean, listen, I watched Art get out there. Like I said, I've been watching everybody, to be honest. I was sitting in the back the whole time, like watching how stuff was going on. Like I seen what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I seen Art out there doing the fight. You know what I'm saying?
And Art will catch flack from all sides. He don't give a fuck.
No, because he gonna, you know what I'm saying? But I knew we still, everybody still needed help. That's why you seen me over here trying to help with this person or over here trying to figure it out. Even myself getting used and played.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you get to see them, and I understand what Eric be saying, once you get in and you see the mechanics on how this thing works.
Yeah. It's a lot of politics is like a car, right? You look at the car and you just see it go.
Right.
When you actually open up the hood, take out the engine, take it apart, there's a lot of small moving pieces and they break very easily.
Easily break. Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, your car will still run, but there's going to be a knock or you're going to be losing gas.
Because I'm like, it's like, I didn't understand how this thing like politics works. And what I mean, you can't dog me out and think we're going to be back cool tomorrow. I don't play by them games. Like, I don't do that. You do this, you know what I'm saying? You get caught up in your feelings.
I'll do my absolute best to be civil in public.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, no one benefits if I have some public beef in public.
Yeah.
That just draws the wrong type of attention. That's not what I'm here for.
And-
So if you've talked shit about me and I say hi to you in public, or I go downstairs and have a smoke with you in public, that is just me being nice. Realize I don't trust your ass as far as I can throw
Oh
you.
yeah, no, definitely I don't. Once we
I ain't gonna ever work with you neither.
listen, once we went to that side where we done crossed each other, or I'm like this. I try to keep the level head, keep everything on the playing field. Because just think about it, I had Liddell on here, then I got called Pursuto because we wasn't going along with her program. You know what I'm saying? Pursuto, Psuedo. If I'm, it's really saying fake, basically.
Okay.
Fake. So you know what I'm saying. But we had her on, and my thing is this: everybody you're not gonna make happy. I tell everybody that. I know a lot of things that I'm gonna do that you might not be happy. Hell, I made people prior mad on some of my moves that I do.
Yeah.
But the things what I'm doing is not gonna be for what you like.
No. And like my beefs, my interests, my whatever, have no bearing on the city of Flint.
Right.
So there's no use in bringing that up because my job here, the reason I'm here, Mickey, do you pay me? No. So the reason I'm here is one, to interact with all these lovely people that I like, you know, and two, to try to bring some change and some help. My beef don't do that. My problems don't do that.
Yeah.
And like we've done a lot of good.
I think we have.
And we've made a lot of strong allies and friends. And we won't always agree with them. Don't get me wrong. I mean, me and Doc Pedroni, when it comes to national level governance, we're definitely on opposite sides of that fence.
Man, I'm probably on the opposite side of the fence with a lot of everybody on 810 on fire certain things, but I do know I agree with more. We see more things on the same than we do the disagreement. The things that we disagree, the things we agree on, I don't trip on. The things we disagree on, I try to get an understanding.
Yeah, and if we can't understand, then at least we're adults and we go, we agree to disagree.
Right.
That's the great thing about working here with 810. Ive run into a bunch of other adults.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. Everything ain't been peaches and ice cream. I mean, what I say?
Hell no.
Believe me, it's a fight. Even with doing this, I understand what I be saying. I understand how Maurice Davis be saying. Believe me, I see it,
man.
I can see people. Listen, man, it's so messed up in this Wilson nation. Like wherever you go, if they think your voice over here get more, get some haters over here. If they think you getting too much attention, you get some haters over here. That's why I try. I'm not saying I think I did it pretty right. I try, but I always understood this. I'm gonna put my ego to the side when you're trying to put a team together and you're trying to do something, because they're gonna want to split us up.
Yeah.
They're gonna want these, because when you speaking on what they dislike.
Take a look. When one of us happens to have an opinion that doesn't agree with the rest of us, right?
Right.
The rest of us here are fine with it. But then you get these outsiders trying to chip them off, trying to play us against each other. Like,
right. Yeah, I don't
look. We're not fucking children. Back the hell up. Go play your schoolyard game some other way, because you're not going to break us up. We're still going to keep coming at you. We're still going to hang on your head, and we're still going to cause you problems because we think you're corrupt.
And that's the only thing.
Neely Camp, keep over there. Keep to your echo chamber. We're going to do our best to make sure this man, doesn't get another term or a term anywhere.
And we might win y'all over to liking what we do.
Yeah. We've seen several already come over.
And I respect them, because I'm not trying to be, I don't want to do like the slander. I'd rather we keep it on the facts, this and that. But Flint, y'all are getting played.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the majority of your council, who's the voting block, are not helping you. No. I'm just going to be honest with you. And the ringleader, Liddell and Eva, whoever in the world would have thought Darth Vader and the Emperor will run city council?
Dude. Here's my thing.
Thought that
a year ago, I didn't think anything of Eva except as a tag-along puppy, but now she actually seems to be a ringleader. Like, what happened here?
Listen, I'm being sarcastic when I'm calling them Darth Vader and the Emperor Palpatine. I'm trying to figure, how did they let the dark side get control of the council? And I know it's through the little guy, as Ariel would say, the little man downstairs.
I'll tell you exactly how the dark side got in control.
I'm trying to figure it out. I never see. Oh yeah. Does it every time.
Every time. You may speak American and I may speak Vietnamese, but we all
Right.
speak green.
You better believe it, Jack.
That is exactly it.
And he had 97 million
Yeah.
to buy. Like, I'm not mad at you 501c3 trappers.
I-
Maybe one day I might get in the game, but I'm just not. But I know whatever, if I did get it, I would try to help the people.
Like,
I'm just cut like that, man. I'm gonna help you. I couldn't
Here's-
see me.
my deal, right?
Right.
When I walked into city council with that rifle, had they arrested me or hurt me, and I would have gotten that wrongful arrest charge and taken a couple mil from the city, first thing I would have done, set a little bit aside for investment. After that, I'd be going up and down to some of these hardest hit areas and trying to rebuild some
And
houses.
that's what I'm saying. They not
Like, there's a difference between us, people who have actually lived this and see it happening every day, and these people who
Right.
pretend,
right.
these fakes, these
Right.
people that come in from out of town. Oh, I want to help. Don't get me wrong. Out of towners, most of you are absolutely wonderful.
Yes,
But
you
a
are.
few of you, a few, come in and see Flint as a trap city, as a place to catch your cash.
Right.
Those are the ones I absolutely despise.
And that's what is going on out in the world. I mean, out in the rest of the United States. They, oh, Flint, we can go down there and get some money. They're hurting.
They just throw money around.
Yeah.
They're paying for hope.
Yeah, but
I
when
can
you-
give them that hope, but I'm not going to deliver.
And this is what I was trying to say to some of the people. If Ashley Capital, this to the media people, if Ashley Capital could get 72 million off $1,500 of Halloween candy,
Mhm.
$11,000 lawnmower, what could we really do? We don't got no votes.
No.
So how much was they gonna give us if they already sold out for 15 and 11 for a lawnmower and they got 72 million? So with them,
I mean,
the
there's
activists, like,
two others
I'm
that
just saying,
pop into mind that got a payoff
but I'm just saying, like,
that don't have a vote. I'm wondering how much they got,
that's what I'm saying. If they gave them, how much was they really gonna give you? How
Oh,
much
no,
they gonna really
I'm-
get a media?
right? Like, regular citizen Joe ain't getting shit. If you have a voice or if you have
But-
influence, then you get a payout.
But I'm saying, how much money that, like, like I say, man, I don't get it. I couldn't see if they gave 100,000 for you to go out there and say, yes, I drunk a cocktail. No, I'm not. I mean, I couldn't do it to go say, this gonna happen.
No.
I'm gonna speak highly of the administration. That's what, like, when you be saying M Live, when you saying the mayor, he had these things with these. I understand.
12. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I understand that
Oh,
these photo ops, because you're doing this, you know, you showing you doing business, and Flint is doing this, but
You
you
know
ain't telling the people
why
you pushing them
those
out.
news organizations run with the mayor?
Yeah.
Well, other than he's their friend. Yeah, that right there.
Money.
The money. Here's why. So they get money off of views, basically advertising space, right? The more
Right.
people that watch their channel, especially during their primetime blocks, such as news, the more they can charge. So when they have almost exclusive access to the mayor, who is by far the biggest piece of news in the city of Flint,
Right.
they get more views onto their stuff because it gets filtered to them.
Right.
And then their advertising revenue goes through the roof.
Right.
Because let's face it, legacy media lately is going down the tubes. CNN has had the worst view count ever
Right.
last year. Same thing for Fox and MSNBC. Same thing for your local news stations. Why? Because small little critters like us pop up and we take their views and we tell the truth that they won't tell. So
And
they
they
are
hate it.
desperate for that ad revenue because they know they're going out of business if they
Right.
don't get it.
Right.
That's why they are so keen and so quick to snuggle up to a political figure to get exclusive access to them.
Right.
And that's why the mayor's so cool with that. Why? Because they will say whatever he tells them to say. They will put up whatever he tells them to put up. So if he says this is the ceiling or this is the floor, not the ceiling, they're going to push that hard. And it helps push us toward the end of Flint.
Right. And
But they don't care about that.
And you never see it. You know, I can't say nothing because I think that, you know, Sophia is pretty decent from the Flint beat. I can't say nothing bad about her. But
Well, Flint Beat's a different story because Flint Beat itself spun off from M Live.
I'm saying, yeah, but
And they are Flint centric, and they do their best from what I've seen to try to keep it impartial.
Wow.
Yes, they misquoted me a little bit, but that's fine because I still like them.
Oh, okay. Look at the Don said the real problem is 501s. They don't pay taxes. The buildings that they own don't pay taxes, and the homes they own don't pay. Tax. The city doesn't gain from these organizations. That's the reason why we here, Don.
Yeah.
Because I know them 501c3 trappers is upset.
Yeah, they get straight cash. They get it deposited directly into their bank accounts. They don't pay taxes, and then they can pay themselves as a salary,
And
however much
that's-
they want, as long as it's quote reasonable. What is reasonable? How many
Right.
hours am I putting in? How many people do I control? How much money does this organization control? All right, what is that equivalent on the non 501c3 side? Okay, that is the equivalent to a CEO making 150,000 a
Right.
year. So that's what I'm going to pay myself because that is reasonable. Those are the guidelines. It has to be reasonable pay. So if you just have several people working for you, you bring in a metric ton of money to show on your books. Oh yeah, I'm controlling this much money. That is equivalent to this dude from Ford who gets paid this much money. I can collect my own paycheck from that money I have based off of his paycheck.
I mean, it's the game. And what you saying, we're gonna piss off a lot of people because now you kind of exposing the game is going
I mean,
they can't have
we've
that.
all received threats up here. I mean, you were doxxed. I've had
Yeah.
people in my inboxes. Apparently, someone went down to Arizona or just found a picture or paid someone to go into my old high school and take a picture of my
Man,
graduation picture on the wall. I'm like,
that
whatever.
mean you're doing something because they figure, we're gonna find we could put this out and say this. Look, man.
I've been open about my past.
Me
Say
too.
what you want. What are you going to do to me? Expose something I ain't already
Don
exposed?
said why I call them 501c3 trappers. Because they hustling the people.
Yeah, it's a trap house.
Yes, it's a trap organization.
And Flint is the trap city.
It's a set. You're going to ask the truth. This is a set.
Yeah, I mean,
just look at them, all of them.
when you hear tax-free, you think of someone like me sitting there going, man, I hate taxes. Taxes are theft, yada, yada, yada. But I still pay them because I gotta. I don't have a loophole. These folks found a nice, pretty loophole, and it goes straight into the pocket.
And they not going to say nothing against the powers that be. It says Stephanie Rogers, prime example of that store. How long did Flynn and wife collect their salary for the store that still ain't open?
Still.
That's what I'm saying. They get out here every winter. We doing this for coach. We got to do this for the kids. If you get parents a job, if you shouldn't have to keep feeding them. If I show you how to fish yourself, what it say in the Bible?
I mean, that's RX kids too, right?
No,
like,
that's listen,
no, hold up.
Go ahead.
If you were to
Step
put these single mothers and give them working job that had some sort of tie to very cheap, affordable childcare, and give her something that's going to follow her for the rest of her life instead of only take care of her possibly, minimally for 5 years, and you help get her something that is going to last for the rest of her life, give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime.
And that's what this thing is. To me, it's like they found the new hustle. Let's say we're going to help the poor people. We're going to do this and that. And not telling you how much they're going to be writing off for themselves and salaries. So we really giving people jobs.
Kind of, yeah.
You know, we giving them and their friends jobs.
Basically, these hope whores.
Yeah, and that's what they come out hope sellers. They
peddle hope.
Yes, they do. The most peddling hope.
You feel great, and then you give them money, and you feel even better about yourself. We still see that homeless shelter being filled up more and more people every day.
Daily.
That hope ain't doing shit.
Right.
It ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
And you know, what was it just a few years ago? Oh, we're gonna go help the babies in Flint. All right. Well, that sympathy's dried up. Okay, well, let's go talk about these crumbling houses in Flint. Let's go get some money and say that we're gonna fix these up. They're only gonna fix up 2 or 3, but you're gonna see those plastered all over social media, all over the internet. The same house 50 times from 30 angles.
Man, let me tell you something. I knew it was a game when I saw a house went for 230-some thousand in Flint. I said, it's got to be crazy. Water not good, infrastructure crumbling, but a house worth 230,000.
Yep. Ms. Boss, I have nothing to hide. Center for Academic Success, high school campus number 2, Douglas, Arizona, also known as criminals at school because we're a bunch of morons. All right, go for it.
Okay, Nancy Adams said, RX kids is just not for single mothers. They can be married mothers. Why do you keep saying that?
Because everyone on council kept saying single mother, single mother, single mother, single mother. Single mother. Eva, single mother.
See what I'm saying? We don't even, to me, it's like it just seemed why everybody came to Flint. We got to get some of the Arpa money. If you notice, all these they needed the Arpa money. If the Arpa money wasn't here, what was y'all gonna do then?
It wasn't gonna do shit. They wouldn't be here.
So mostly all them 501Cs you seen there, eliminate the
Take
people.
a look at this. Take a look at this.
Go
How many
ahead.
of these organizations have you seen try to hustle Saginaw? Because Saginaw came right out and said exactly what they're going to do with their money. Lansing came out right up front and said what they're going to do with the money. Flint was undecided, so they came up with these beautiful business plans to sell to try to pick up that money. They were literally selling plans for money, not actions for money.
Right.
No problem, boss.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out. It's just like, do y'all see what's going on? Or is you falling asleep at the wheel? Or
Man, they were never awake.
Oh, do you?
We've been lulled into a sense of just, all right, guys, wake up today, be depressed because you live in Flint. That is what they keep peddling us here.
Yeah.
And you talk to anyone, man, I'm fucking tired of Flint. Man, I'm fucking done with Flint. And it beats into you. Oh, man, I live in Flint. I must be the lowest of the low. There's no hope for me. That's what they beat into you.
Right.
And they perpetuate it. And now your neighbors perpetuate it. Yep. Now your friends, your cousins, your acquaintance, everyone perpetuates it.
Yep.
So you fall asleep. And then you hear every once in a while that little bell, right? So you're in this dark ass tunnel and you see this little glimmer of light down the road. In this case, Arpa funds. And then all these 501c3 trappers and all these X, Y, and Z's, these nonprofits that ain't going to do shit for you. You see that little light and that light turns out to be a train coming at you.
And then you got to think, only people who getting it is the ones who cool with the mayor.
Yep.
They organizations.
And then even ones that didn't apply for it that were cool with the mayor still got some.
See what I'm saying? But they didn't see nothing wrong. And this was so sad. You seeing people losing their houses. The mayor didn't even take 1.2 million to go fight. Could have kept the houses. Yeah. But now you want to spend 50,000 on the lawyers to try to unfuck what you fucked.
Dude, he already knows. He already knows that is a lost lawsuit. Right. Now this is just for optics.
But you spending money.
He ain't they ain't gonna get their houses back. But what he's doing is he's setting himself up for his next political step, whether that be to run for mayor again with his war chest of $200,000 that he's sitting on. Honestly, that don't say mayor money to me. That says Congress money.
Right.
So then if he runs for Congress, runs for Kilde's spot, because I expect him to retire. The man's very sick.
Right.
God bless his soul. I hope he gets better. Anyway, he's going to run for that spot. And then when he's running for that, he can say, oh, well, I tried my damnedest to get those people their houses back. I used city funds to pay for their lawyer to try to get them their homes back. You can trust me, America. That's what he's trying to do.
But you see how sad that is.
He just used city money for a political stunt. That is exactly what it was.
And you see people dying. That's what I'm saying. Attorney General Nessel, people dying from cancers. I mean, like from this water incident, you mean to tell me don't nobody go to jail?
Nobody.
You mean to tell me you blew this like that? Hey.
Here's something. So that water killed people. But we also had Flint Township, the clerk, get convicted of election fraud, and she got house arrest? Probation? Nothing gets done here. Why? Because if crime perpetuates in this county, people move away. I don't want to be around crime. Do you?
Don't nobody want to live around crime, but they gonna keep.
That's why they try to get us out of here. They keep that crime up.
For you can be. I'm finna pack up.
They keep you poor.
Yeah.
So your only option, a lot of the time, is crime. Well, then you just became part of the problem. That's forcing your neighbors out.
Yeah. I mean, if they can take another, if Neely can get some more seats after the tragedy that he went along with and cover it up. I mean, this is America. Anything can happen. Listen, they didn't elected criminals to the president, so it wouldn't.
They've elected several of those. Have you looked at the Kennedys?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me how this game works in America. I'm just saying, it just to me.
Hell, we've convicted murderers. Have you looked at Andrew Jackson? That guy has a body count of 100+ by some historians. That's what I'm saying. Just while he's in the White House.
That's what I'm saying. So when you look at, when you see how this is, it's sad that this mayor was able to perpetrate it, and just think the babies that was been born in the last 7-8 years can't trust the water tap. They know drinking bottled water. And what's so
and here's the funny
crazy?
thing:
Go
the rest
ahead.
of America freaks out when a kid drinks out of a hose and say, Wisconsin, oh my God, that kid drank out of a hose. But here, for a long while, still now, that could be a life-ending decision.
Hey.
But these white Karens over in X, Y, and Z in rich uptown suburbia are freaking out about their kid drinking out of a hose. Shut the hell up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. Like, comment, subscribe. And we also have a subscribe service on Facebook now, 99 cents a month if you would like to help us out. Thank you.
Peace.